Hey you guys, welcome to your Venus through Sign series. This is for Venus and Taurus. So if in your birth chart Venus is sitting in the sign of Taurus, this is for you. If you don't know where your Venus is sitting, you can go to astro.com and enter your birth information. It's going to generate a free birth chart for you. You don't have to know your exact birth time. You could put 12 p.m. when it asks. That's okay. But if your Venus is in Taurus, this reading is for you. Also, sometimes your Sun and Venus can be sitting in the same sign. The message still applies. And those of you that do know your exact birth time, if you have Taurus as your 7th house, this should also apply to you. So that would make you Scorpio rising. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have here. Okay, so central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Two of Wands. We also have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, Temperance, Five of Cups, Knight of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay, so I feel like some of you could be going through a breakup, like you're still healing, or the person that you're dealing with is still healing from a breakup. I also feel that someone has maybe been watching you from a distance, but they've been undecided on moving forward. There are some sort of plans that were made, maybe in the past. Maybe someone said they were going to come visit you. Or you said you were going to visit someone, but because of these unforeseen circumstances, there have been some sort of delays. But I'm feeling like there is someone who's making a decision to move forward with someone, or they've finally made some sort of decision after going back and forth. I feel like someone has been going back and forth for a long time, and now this person has clarity with what direction they want to take or what direction they want to go in. I'm also seeing, if this was the case where someone was attracted to more than one person, it was like just needing time to think about who you wanted to move forward with. Like, okay, maybe you have been weighing your options or weighing the pros and cons between each person. And so whatever has been going on, you are moving forward in the direction now. Like you've made some sort of decision. You know who you want to make an offering to. You know who you want to share or spend time with. Spend your time with or share your life with here. Also keep in mind this can go the other way around. So this might be the other person's energy that I'm picking up, or it could be your energy. And also there was something else I was seeing here. Oh yeah, like for some of you, you could be in a situation where maybe you're in an on-off again relationship. 1 minute is on and heavy, the next minute is off, and you're talking about, well, I'm moving on, and you know, you've been saying this, or it's been the same dance going on and off, you know, for a long time now. I do see here there is someone that you're having a spiritual connection with, especially if this person lives at a distance, because I feel like the two of you kind of pick up on each other's energies. It's like you guys are thinking about each other or dreaming about each other around the same time here. I feel like there's also something that is developing between you and another person, especially if this person is really opposite of you too. Like you guys might be completely different from one another some type of way. Maybe it's just different in the sense that you live far away from one another. Or maybe it's a personality mismatch yet blends well together. Or maybe it's something in regards to being two different races, but you guys blend well together. So there's something going on where these two opposite energies are coming forward. Because there's a spiritual connection. Maybe that's what you've been looking for. Maybe that is something that you finally decided on. You want someone that you can grow with spiritually more so than anything else. And maybe that is the basis of your decision here. So either way, I feel that you have options. If you're single, you have options and you're moving forward towards someone that you feel maybe you have a spiritual or telepathic connection with here. This is also connecting with someone who you share similar spiritual beliefs with. So you both have metaphysical beliefs, or you both believe in conspiracy theories, things that are really spiritual or out there is what kind of brings you two together. It could be traditional religion as well that brings you two together. That could be a factor for some of you. But I feel like this person likes to have very spiritual and philosophical conversations, or that is the nature of your relationship with this person. I also like the Temperance in a love reading because it's saying that the two of you, these are two beautiful energies that just kind of merge well together. It's a good card I've seen for lovemaking. So if you're wondering about how it would be if you haven't been intimate with this person, there's a strong possibility that it would be very nice, very like this person would know your body and you know theirs. So there's some sort of very sensual, a strong sensual connection with this person, where you guys just know each other without having to really say anything. But I am seeing, like I said, some sort of breakup, like with Temperance being next to Five of Cups. Maybe you were in a situation where the love was unrequited, or you felt like maybe if you're in a relationship, you haven't necessarily broken up, but you feel like something's missing. So it's still kind of like that Eight of Cups energy to me. You feel like emotionally there's a disconnect. Like emotionally, this person just doesn't get you. Maybe you guys connect when it comes to like practical things. Like, okay, this person has a job, I have a job. You know, we both like going to the movies. But there's that thing missing that you really need, which is some sort of emotional bond. Maybe you just don't feel an emotional connection with this person. And maybe they feel the same way. Maybe it's on both ends, but it's like almost two people staying together with an elephant in a room. Like nobody's talking about it. Like, what is it that's missing between us? It's like, I don't know. I can't put our finger on it. But I'm thinking because of the cups here, that has to do with emotions. Like someone just doesn't get you emotionally. So you guys speak different love languages. Like what you translate to being love is not their translation to love. And even though maybe you guys have talked about this before, you guys are still unable to compromise or meet the other person halfway. It's like you're trying, but you know, you guys just don't speak the same love language here. Maybe your love language is when you come home, you want someone who greets you, who hugs you. And when they come home, their love language is to be left alone. Like if you would just leave me alone and let me go and be to my space, you know, that says I love you, you know, and that's what I want to do. And it's just like you try to respect that, but at the same time now your needs aren't being met. You're like, well, what about me? Like, when you come home, I expect to have a hug and a kiss and to ask how I'm doing. I want to talk, you know, so I'm just getting like, you guys just aren't connecting emotionally. Like that's something that is lacking, and somebody is wanting to find someone who can offer that. You're like, who else is out there that, you know, who I can connect with that is going to be able to fulfill my emotional desires and needs. Because you know, we look good on paper, but I want something more. I want something else. Or maybe you're not in a relationship. You know, if you're just plain old single, you're just looking for someone that you feel that you have that type of connection with. Maybe you've been dating. Maybe you haven't been finding it in the people you've been dating. They've all been disappointments. But there is maybe this one person that you haven't had a chance to get to know, and I feel like maybe you have your eye on this person, or like I said, it's going the other way around. There's someone that's been going through all of this and they are looking at you and thinking that maybe there's some sort of possibility for you and them to be together here. And then here with the Three of Swords, like I said, it's like if you are in a relationship, I feel like you guys are taking a separation or a break from one another because there's a disconnect there. If you're single, I feel like there's someone from your past that misses you and wants to work things out. They want to maybe resolve something that didn't work in the past, but this is something that's been ongoing, and it's kind of like, well, we've tried this before and it didn't work, so why would it be different now? So I'm feeling like for some of you, an ex may want to work things out or wants to resolve things, or you are that ex. Also, you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius, or Taurus. Especially if you are disconnecting or breaking up with them. Also, for some of you, you might have your eye on a Libra, or a Libra may have their eye on you. Either way, I just kind of feel like those are the energies that are just kind of coming through here. And then here with the Hierophant, I feel like there is something that is going to be made known here. Like maybe your faith is going to be restored. Whatever you lost faith in, your faith is being restored, or you're going to receive some sort of news that restores your hope in an institution of commitment or marriage or something of that sort. I'm also seeing for some of you getting more serious about your spirituality. Like maybe you're focusing on that more, or learning about it more, or, you know, getting back to your roots or your tradition, getting back to your tradition and trying to see, you know, trying to develop some sort of relationship with Source. So I don't know if you're breaking that Bible out or that Quran or whatever have you. Or it could be, too, that the person that you're interested in or involved with, maybe that's what separates you. Either your spiritual or religious beliefs. Like that might be a big deal to the other person. Or something might be going against your tradition here. Also, now in regards to work or your job, I'm feeling that you may be moving up in status. People may be coming up to you for instructions or directions or leadership. Like you might be the go-to person for everything. Or people may come to you for all their issues or complaints. Like you might deal with a lot of heartache, or you might deal with a lot of people that are going through something. You might be the mediator between, I don't know, the doctor and whatever. The doctor and the, what do you call it? I don't know why I'm blanking out. I'm sorry. It's like you're a mediator. Like people come to you and you're like the gatekeeper, and then you give this information to the powers that be, basically, is how I can explain it. So you might be the middleman when it comes to something. I don't know, maybe you work in a call center, or maybe you are, I'm seeing something that deals with institutions. So anything dealing with the medical industry, or dealing with education, dealing with, like you have to deal with other people's debts and see if, like, let me have all your documents and your papers and let me take it to this person and see what they say. So like working at a bank, especially if someone is losing their home or their mortgage or their job. I'm seeing you being as a mediator, or you are having to go to that mediator with all your documents, trying to save your home, or trying to get some medicine, or trying to get any type of help or assistance. So, yeah, I'm seeing you having to go through a mediator, or you are the mediator. And speaking of mediator, I'm seeing, too, the possibility of someone setting you up. Someone is good at connecting people. They're like, okay, I see all the, someone is like a matchmaker. And so I don't know if this is a family member or a friend, but I'm seeing someone playing matchmaker because they're really good at it. So maybe you should trust their intuition, trust their advice, and give this person a chance. I don't know, for somebody might end up being a rebound because this looks like a fresh breakup. I'm also getting people who maybe couldn't connect because, oh my God, I don't know why I'm blanking out like this. I'm sorry. Oh well, maybe it'll come back. Yeah, maybe it'll come back. Let me clarify this Five of Cups. Some of you could have been involved with a fire sign and you're grieving over the fact that it didn't work out. Maybe you're fantasizing and wanting or wishing things to be like they were. You're thinking about happier times or when things were perfect and good. Some of you could have ended things, but you're pretending like everything is okay or pretending like you're still involved with this person. And people are just assuming you're still happy and in a relationship, but you're not. It's like, well, if people only knew, you know, we broke up, or I'm going through a breakup, but I'm putting on this image. Some of you could have been dealing, it looks like there's a separation between, either there's a separation between fire and earth, or like, especially if you are the Taurus going through a Taurus with Venus in Taurus. So either there's a separation going on with Taurus or earth sign and fire sign, or you were dealing with more than one person and nothing's working out with either person, or you're leaving one person to go and be with another person. Or you guys have to forgive me because I almost feel like messages are like rushing through to me and then just like completely just abruptly stopping. Yeah, or the other thing that I was seeing is that you're dealing with someone that has a split personality, or double personality, almost like you were dealing with someone who maybe was a Taurus on the cups of, in Aries on the cups of being a Taurus. So someone who is between two birth signs or something. There's something very conflicting or confusing about their personality. And I'm also seeing somebody being very resistant towards someone, and being undecided or trying to resist or hold back from making an immediate decision, or someone who wants to hold on to the relationship even though it's already ended. Like in your mind, it's like, no, maybe we can still fix it or make it right. So I'm feeling like somebody might be having a hard time moving on. And I also feel like somebody is trying to give you advice or trying to assist you or help you out. And it's just kind of hard for you to, I don't know. It's just kind of hard for you right now. And then before I go, I just kind of want to briefly look at the Hierophant. The Hierophant also may be about you discovering something on social media or changing your status here. Yeah. Like maybe you no longer follow someone, or like you're making it official, making the breakup official by unfollowing someone. And it's just like, okay, I think it's best that I no longer follow this person, or maybe I need to block them, or maybe someone has unfollowed you. Someone is trying to make something official, or trying to make the breakup official, trying to make a statement to show that they're serious, that they're moving on. Yeah, you guys could have been definitely dealing with fire energy. and you're having to listen to your intuition. You're like, don't get caught back up in that on off again situation. Yeah. All right, so you guys, that is all that I have for Venus and Taurus. I mean, I hope it resonated. Sorry, I kept getting stuck a lot with you guys. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and many blessings to you.